Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com, dwyervip.com. Remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. Let's talk about the UFC. Big fight coming up. Headline fight. Now, one of the things to love about the UFC are the opportunities they provide female fighters to headline fight cards. Right? In my opinion, in the world of sports, this is long overdue. Now, you have a huge fight coming up between the number 2 ranked fighter, Valentina Shevchenko, and she's taking on number 3, Juliana Pena, the Venezuelan vixen, they call her, for a shot at the title, a shot at Amanda Nunes, who just beat Ronda Rousey, really retired Ronda Rousey. Well, let me make a point here. I know many people who watch my videos believe that Ronda Rousey was the big bad wolf in the UFC. But understand, Valentina Shevchenko previously fought Amanda Nunes. Did well. Did a lot better than Ronda Rousey. Was coming back on Amanda Nunes when that match ended. She lost by decision, but understand, she's faced the champ. It gets better. She went up against Holly Holm. Now, people need to understand that Holly Holm was a professional boxer before she became a UFC fighter. Holly Holm is a master technician in the boxing ring. Her forte wasn't to overpower you, it was to outthink and outbox you. So here she is in UFC. She had fallen on hard times. She had lost after the Ronda Rousey match. So she picks Valentina Shevchenko, who is a Muay Thai expert. In other words, the best part of her game is her stand-up game, right? As opposed to jiu-jitsu, where someone goes down on the mat and shows a ground game where they're trying to get joint locks and things like that, which, by the way, is Juliana Pena's game. Well, understand, here you had Holly Holm, a boxer, in against somebody else who likes to box, right? When they're talking about strikers and stuff like that in the MMA, they're really talking about people who like to punch you, right? The punchers in the sport. Well, to make a long story short, here was Holly Holm thinking she was the better boxer in the ring. And she found out the hard way. She lost the match by decision. That Valentina Shevchenko, simply put, in the world of combat sports, right? Trust me, I do boxing videos online. I look at a lot of boxing matches. In the world of MMA and boxing, Valentina Shevchenko is, simply put, one of the better counterpunchers I've come across. So there was Holly Holm, bigger, right? Very experienced. And what she found out was that the shorter fighter could actually out-counterpunch her. And that's what she did. What I want people to do is to look at the post-fight interview of Holly Holm. Look at the redness around Holly Holmes's eyes. You'll even notice a cut by this eye. She was hit in the face several times by Valentina Shevchenko, who calls herself Bullet. Right? Bullet's stand-up game is outstanding. Outstanding. Let me also point out, too, that Holly Holm match went 5 rounds. 5 rounds. Many of Juliana Pena's bouts have gone 3, right? 5 rounds is an anomaly in MMA. It's only for big fights like this. Now, Pena did beat Kat Zingano, right? One of the more athletic UFC fighters who herself is very adept with her ground game. Right? Make no mistake, Juliana Pena is tough. She's very tough. She's the bigger woman in this match. I would say she's the stronger woman physically. Her forte is to win by submissions and by knockouts, right? Look at her record. But I'm so impressed by Valentina Shevchenko's counterpunching. I'm so impressed by her stand-up game. I'm also impressed by the fact that this is a 5-round fight, right? I believe a ground game jiu-jitsu person is going to have a hard time keeping someone as athletic, as fluid, as good on her feet as Shevchenko is on the mat, right? I don't think Pena is going to be able to keep her on the mat for 5 rounds, right? Also, Nunes gets Shevchenko on the mat and had a hell of a hard time because Shevchenko, whose forte is standing up, knows how to move her body. We're talking about an MMA level of athleticism. Knows how to move her body to get her legs and body parts between herself and her opponent when she's down on the mat. Right? Let me also say, too, in terms of stamina, I was very impressed by her last round against Amanda Nunes, who is the champion. I like Valentina Shevchenko in this match. I'll concede. She's the smaller fighter, but she's the more fluid fighter. I think Pena's going to have a very hard time getting her off her feet. Standing up, it's no contest. If these women stand up, like Ronda Rousey did against Amanda Nunes, then this is Shevchenko's fight to lose. I will concede that I'll be nervous when the women go down to the mat. If Pena's able to knock Shevchenko down, I will be nervous. But I do feel that Shevchenko has enough of a ground game not to be joint locked or chokehold into submission. And I do believe she's too elusive to get knocked out. I like the smaller fighter here. I like the Muay Thai fighter over the Jiu-Jitsu fighter here. I like Valentina Shevchenko in this one. As I've said, she faced two people who beat Ronda Rousey, right? She wins by decision over Holly Holm, over 5 rounds, in a bout where she outboxes Holly Holm in essence. And then she's on her way back and runs out of time against Amanda Nunes, who got tested in a way she did not get tested by Ronda Rousey. I'm impressed by that. I'm going with bullet in this one, Valentina Shevchenko. We'll see what happens. Understand, though, just like in boxing, where knockouts can stop fights, right? A submission, person taps out, or a knockout could stop this one. And if it ends by knockout, then it's more likely that the winner will be Juliana Pena, right? I don't see that happening. I'm going with Valentina Shevchenko. Let me hear from you. I hope you leave your comments in the comment section to this video. Thanks for stopping by.